signs of deep connection. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome Mr. Talha Saleem up on stage, who's the head of finance of the Vital Group, and he'll be telling us about unlocking potentials and exploring possibilities. Please give him a warm welcome. I believe he's the youngest speech maker in today's program, so over to him.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you, everyone, for making it today and making this event quite successful. I'm also part of the organizing committee, and Faizan has given quite a good introduction of me. So just to give a bit overview, we have been working from the past 5 months very hard, and I'm very happy to see this event going on. So I would like a big round of applause for the whole organizing team once. Thank you. So I'm a bit excited today that I have been given the opportunity by my company to represent. And believe me, I've had quite a few sleepless nights from the past few weeks because there's just one thing roaming around my mind, that am I the youngest speaker? And then, yes, just Faizan told me that, yes, I am the youngest speaker of this conference, so please ignore my weaknesses. And I apologize in the beginning for any of my weaknesses. Thank you. I was suggested to speak on the topic of unlocking potential and exploring possibilities. And within just a blink of a second, I accepted it because I knew it was tailor-made for Vital Group. I love this topic because I would love to share a very inspirational journey of Vital Group with you, which has seen lots of ups and downs. And most of us who know us and relate to us even know this journey, but in bits and pieces, and I'll be happy this will be documented for once and all. Can you imagine I'm representing a place named Harunabad, and I know most of you don't even know that place, and now you guys know that place just because of Vital. Harunabad is basically based in southern Punjab region of Pakistan, and most of the people local over here know that southern Punjab is basically one of the most poorest and underdeveloped regions in Pakistan. Southern Punjab, at that time when we did not even started Vital, they did not even have basic infrastructure facilities. They did not even have that time. But right now, it is one of the most developed regions of Southern Punjab. So yeah, back in 1991, one fine day, a man named Mr. Haji Muhammad Yasin, our chairman, decided to start a brand by the name of Vital. And he had a dream and a vision to make Vital a brand of each and every household. And I wasn't there at that time, I'm quite young. So I'm told by my fathers and the people at that time that people used to make fun of us, that sitting in such a backward area, Harunabad, where you don't even have basic roads, infrastructures, and you're just thinking of a dream which is impossible. And at that time, there were just two big giants available. But that man, our chairman, was determined, and he had that vision to make it a brand of each and every household at that time. We could clearly see a destiny, and considering there were only two major branded tea brands operating at that time, there was definitely potential for a third one to enter the market, and then there was a possibility to enter. Though this journey was not that easy, as told before, we had to face a lot of obstacles. The biggest obstacle of operating in a remote area is that you don't have HR and human development at that time. And as you all know, that there are two ways of operating a business. You cannot single-handedly run a business. There are just two ways of operating a business. One is the conventional way, in which you hire the top-notch officials of the industry, and then you operate that business. And the second is the unconventional way, which we chose. The problems we faced were just not of human resource, but it was of logistics, of setting up a plant, a blending factory back in Harunabad, such a place. And I don't remember it. I'm just told by my fathers and the people present at that time that logistic companies used to say that we'll charge you double the fare because there's no container load backwards. So we had to provide best quality, best packaging, and then we also had to give value for money. So just giving you an overview how we started our journey. So most of you might know that Harunabad is part of district Bhawannagar, and it is a sub-district, but the geography of Pakistan is there are places called Chak. So Harunabad is a sub-district where they have a marketplace. In Pakistan, where they have a marketplace, they call it a sub-district, but where there is no marketplace, it is called a Chak. So we started from Chaks. The biggest problem we faced was that we needed resources to handle that. And then there's a very famous saying in Urdu that "Hazaro khwaishein aisi ke har khwaish pe dam nikle," which means that you have 1,000 wishes, but you cannot fulfill all of them. And we had unlimited wants and limited resources. So we started from there. We had limited capital, and we could, our hands were tied. We started slowly from Chak. We came to sub-districts, and then we expanded so much that now I'm very proud to say that 50 million cups of Vital are consumed each day. Going back to how we developed our own team, and that's the main thing that, you won't find top-notch professionals in our team, but you will find them excelling in their positions. I still remember that a salesman who entered a company as a salesman, he worked as a salesman for 10 years, and then one fine day he told the chairman about a flaw in a packaging that he told us that I think this should be changed. And at that time, our chairman clicked, yes, this is the guy who should be looking after our printing and packaging. And now, alhamdulillah, he's heading our printing and packaging at Vital. Another guy who just came back 5 years ago, he came as a office boy, you call it a helper in office. And now he's heading our Karachi division procurement. You name any department, marketing, blending. Yeah, blending is a very good thing. I should explain that. One of the blenders who is blending such good teas and, making consumers happy with our tea, and our current blender, he did not even know a single thing about tea. He was trained by our own training and development program and through our local Jodia Bazaar market. And most of them know that he used to spend 12 hours a day doing sampling, tasting, and that's how he understood, and now he is one of the best experts of tea in the market available. Considering all this, we also chose a very separate way to sell our brand. You would see that none of our celebrities are associated with a brand. We just go with a very separate and unique identity. We always promoted our culture, and we never chose any celebrity to sell a brand. Our culture is the main thing, and I'll just show you an ad which represents the culture and which shows that Vital is a brand of all Pakistan. We just started a social concept of planting a tree every 3 months. And just back in 2010, I would like to just share a few things that the topic considering exploring possibilities and unlocking potential. Back in 2010, where sales had reached a stable position, we thought of growing sustainable, not growing like 20% one year and just 5% next year. And me being a financial guy, I'm always after the numbers. I'm looking after numbers each and every month that, yes, this much growth, this much growth. So we as a company decided that we want to grow sustainably each every year, but we do not want to grow like 20% one year and 5% the next year. So we decided to do product development and how we can expand. So there was more possibilities seen. Just as you can see that we just entered into the spice business back in 2017, and we entered into the rice business in 2018, and in the salt business 2019. These were the possibilities we explored. Just sharing you a small bit of thing which makes me a bit anxious and angry. This salt, this is white diamond for us. This is only produced and found in Pakistan. But unfortunately, we did not explore the possibilities at the right time. This salt is being exported by our traders to Dubai, and unfortunately, it is being value added in Dubai by our neighboring countries or some other countries, and they are earning such good amount of them, making such good money. So that's why from day one we never traded salt. We just went to value addition, and and as we go forward, this Malka masala. So as I was hearing these panelists working on brand strategy, we had an option to work our spices brand into Vital Spices, something like Vital Masala. But we decided to create a separate, unique identity, though it's part of Vital Group, but it's very separate by the name of Malka, and we're also growing in that. And just a recent new venture, which is not over here, just a growing possibility. We just entered into a fashion retail brand by the name of MTJ, which is not over here, and I hope we also excel in that. Video.
सुबह से शाम तक, कराची से बल्तिस्तान तक, इस परचम की है शान, वाइटल है पाकिस्तान। जश्न आजादी, वाइटल पियो, जिंदगी जियो। सुबह से शाम तक करा।
Just last, but thank you. Just last, speaking on my topic, I always used to think that when I look at specifically, I'll name it India, you'll find 2 or 5 or 10 $100 billion companies. And I always wonder that what's the reason that there is not even a single $100 billion company in Pakistan? Like if you compare, their population is just 5 times more than us. And then I explored that yes, we are good traders, but not good value addition people. So it is my request to all of you that we should work on value addition rather than traders. And it is my dream to become one of the biggest conglomerates in Pakistan. Thank you so much for giving me time, and I'm really sorry. Thank you.
No, sir, don't rush out, because we have a little accolade for you as well. And this will be presented by Mr. Aftab Tapal. Can we please have him on stage?